Yeah. Yeah.
Started a little bit closer to on time tonight, huh?
Yeah. Punctuality. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing, man? I'm sure is happy to be back, man. I'm sure are happy. We sure are happy to be back.
We back.
After a week of having some Wi-Fi issues with our internet provider, we finally got back on track, and hopefully everything will go well. And it is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, and it is hashtag PBT Tuesday Night Live number 20.
Woo!
From the My PBT Network studios, brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men, IV vitamin infusion therapy. I mean, these guys got it all, man. They've got plenty to help you with in case you have any issues. It's Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and now Dr. T's Primary Care for Women. Schedule your appointment today and get back on track to a healthier life. You can call them at 956-441-2188. Call Dr. T's if you are a man or woman who is stressed out, feeling tired, moody, having trouble sleeping, or if you are waking up tired, foggy, and groggy. Call them. And if you have trouble losing weight and getting motivated to work out and, building some muscle, they've got the secret for that. Give them a call once again, 956-441-2188. Also, we want to thank our sponsor, Rene Flores, hashtag DWI expert. If you have any issues with DWI, he is the expert. That's why it's hashtag DWI expert. You give him a call at 956-316-1991. You can't forget that number. It was a good year. It was the first year of the 90s. And, all you have to do is give him a call. I would put him in your contact under DWI expert because he has all the information and he knows all the science behind DWI alcohol and what it does to the bloodstream, the body, the brain, and he will be the best one to defend you against DWI. Also, if you have any other type of issues, legal or accidental, you give him a call and he will take care of you. Located in Mission, Texas, it is Rene A. Flores, the law office of Rene A. Flores. Thank you. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. All right, like, subscribe, and share, because that is very important. As a matter of fact, one of the most important things you can do for the show is like it, because that way when you or when your friends or anybody else goes on YouTube, they are recommended the show because it has so many likes on it, right? So that is the importance of it, and it helps us tremendously, and we really appreciate everyone for it. Also want to thank you, all our Patreon members. If you want to be part of the exclusive hashtag PBT Patreon Club, all you got to do is go to patreon.com, search Rock and Roll James PBT, and if you become a $25 member, you can get a free hashtag PBT t-shirt that nobody else has except our exclusive Patreon members. Now, once again, if you do become a $25 member, what you can do is in the message box, message us your t-shirt size and your address. That way we can send you your goodies right away. And we always throw in a couple of extra things as well. And if you just go into the $3 or $9 club, which is awesome as well, put your address as well so we can send you something through the mail, because we'd like to thank everybody exclusively that's in our Patreon. Also, we've got
Rock and Roll James PBT.
Rock and Roll James PBT. Also, we have Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James. Now, these shirts are going fast. They're going so fast, but
See those. Bust them out.
the 2XL y 3XL de volada se fueron. No me cállate la boca, shut up. Todos los fluffies se la llevaron. So we just got a new batch in of 2XL, 3XL.
Yes.
If you're the bigger, hefty type of husky person and you want one of these so you can do the air accordion with us during Tetera Tuesday, every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, go to our Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James, send $30, and in the message, send us your shirt size and your address. We have small, medium, large, extra large, XXL, and we also have 3XL. And by the way, I'm wearing the brand new Rockin' Chaz t-shirt. These are brand new. These just came out.
That's hot.
Those are really
Straight off
nice.
the press.
Awesome.
Every
Yeah.
Thursday night, okay? every Thursday night we have the show, and we decided to make some shirts, so we're going to be giving them away on Thursday, and plus we'll let you know how you can acquire one. If you don't want to try winning one, you can also buy some, all right? And it helps out the show, man. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, so, hey, let's get to the guests here. First of all, I want to introduce my son, Ronnie James. How you doing, mijo?
What's up, everybody? I'm back here on PBT. Can't wait to look forward to the show, man. I got some sports coming up for you tonight. Got a couple betting picks, talk about how the Cowboys did well, didn't do well. We got the Lakers tomorrow, but what's up, everybody? Let's get the show rolling. Who's next, Pop?
And we also have Felicia. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good. Everybody thinks it's your birthday, Ron. They're saying
I don't know why
Ronnie.
they're doing that. I don't know why they're saying that.
On Tetera Tuesday, dude, I was like, what? Big D.
Happy birthday, Ron.
I have no idea. But
Hey, no hay pedo que te manden un present o algo.
Right? They got the address, right? They got the PBT address.
Yeah, what is the PVT address? Rally, baby. What's going on, mama?
Ooh, wait, so the address or me?
Little segue.
Yeah, let me say hi. So hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We missed you guys, all of us. We missed you all. Thank you all for the messages, checking up on us. We're here and we love you guys. So let me just show you all the address. So it's 2403 North 10th Street, Suite B202. Okay? So
all
thank
right.
you.
Yeah, send us some gifts.
Yeah.
Send us some gifts. You have something, we'll wear it on the show.
Absolutely.
I'll wear it.
Yeah,
somebody sent us donuts. Didn't somebody send you donuts?
Yeah.
Send us some donuts.
We'll give you a plug.
What size are you, mijo?
Large.
Large. All right.
Send me
You got
something to
large.
drink or a cap or some glasses. Everybody makes fun of my glasses. So if you want me to wear some other glasses,
my
send me some
goodness.
glasses.
Mándale unos nerd glasses.
Yes, some huge nerd glasses.
Hey, you know what? But if he puts on nerd glasses, he'll make them look cool. You know what I'm saying? Asústame one time. All right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of our show. And this is the more serious type of show, right? We do some headlines. We do sports now with Ron. Felicia has several celebrity news, and in Rally she has the current event headline. And well, it's always good to have some minds to be involved in our discussion here. And you all that are on the chat zone, we appreciate you. Everybody that's on the chat zone: Dario, Jane, Rios, Alfredo, Victoria, Erica, Raymond, Big D, Mario Flores, and ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have in the studio one of the San Antonio's main scholars to be with us here today. It's the return, and lately, ladies and gentlemen, I must say, back by popular demand, because people were asking for him personally on the chat zone after his first performance here on #PVT. El Diamante de San Antonio, El Jefe. What's going on, Dad? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Nada más vengo aquí para tener a todo alineado. No quiero que se me salgan de la línea.
Well, I hope you brought a big belt or a big whip, Dad, because it's hard putting this in line, Dad.
And guess what? My birthday is today too.
Yeah.
And I wear a small.
Dad, I thought you were trying to, keep those birthdays from happening so often, man.
No, but if they give you something, I want to have a birthday every day.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So tell us, Dad, you were on the road all day today. How's the road, man? How's the road down from San Antonio?
It was pretty good. I put the truck in neutral, and the wind pushed me all the way over.
Es todo. Ya, pues se vino nortecito. Ya estaba frío ya en San Antonio, ¿no,
Oh,
Dad?
yeah, this morning was kind of cool.
¿Qué tenía? 60, 65?
Yeah, 69.
69, órale.
65.
Y te viniste todo I-69, oye, hasta el sur de Texas. Yeah, well, it's always good to have you here, Dad, man. It's
Thank you.
it's great, and the more often you come to visit, the better. We had a big drought from you when during COVID, where nobody could go anywhere. And now it's getting a little better, and you're coming by, and we'll get to see you, man, because, it's good to spend time with our jefitos as much as possible, So, and then bring them on the show, man. So, un saludito para el jefito.
Back for the first time.
Que se me suelte la lengua porque se me pega, porque nunca hablo. No tengo nadie
Pues,
quien me hable.
ahorita vamos a hablar de política, a ver si no se te suelta la lengua.
Ándale.
Se va a subir el azúcar.
Espérate. Ahora sí.
Yeah. Nomás no lo hagas para afuera porque salta por puros mocos ahí. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, last week we weren't able to do our shows because of our internet provider ordeal, and we finally got it together, and it seems like everything's going good, right, girls?
Yes.
Es todo.
Yeah, everything seems to be running smoothly.
Es todo. Luis Guerra, he says it's over here 30 degrees where he's at.
Wow.
Marco Soriano dice, el Mark Anthony está listo para el Cholo Talk. Ay, güey.
Ándale.
Para quitar el jefito, carnal, hablamos y tú sabes, aventamos todos las, ¿cómo se dijeron los belices? Los velardos.
Velardos.
Aventaron todos los velardos adentro del
Boizano.
del bolsano y nos subimos en los calcos nuevos.
Hasta checalote, vato.
Y de ahí compré una llanta para almorzar y ahí la llenté adentro del aceite, carnal. Y that's a donut in the coffee, Dad. That's what it is. Una llanta ahí en el aceite para tú sabes, empezar la mañana. Dad, sústame one time.
Un levantoncito.
All right. So I know we've got some stuff going on right now. We're going to kick it off with Rally's headline. All right.
Ooh, yes.
What do we got?
Yes, so we have my headline, and so it's going to be really brief, okay, because I know we're kind of pressed for time. So we are going to be watching the presidential debate today. And so what was interesting was that, and this is actually my headline, Biden campaign rejects Trump's call for inspector to check candidates for listening devices at debate. So it was kind of like a back and forth type of thing. So Trump's camp was requesting certain things, and of course Biden's camp, rejected it, and then Biden then turned around and they're requesting stuff too. And so one of the things that President Trump was requesting was that they get a third party to check for any audio devices that Biden could potentially be wearing.
Yeah.
And so they said no, absolutely not. And so then Biden's camp said that they wanted some breaks in between, And so, of course, President Trump's people said, you know what, our man, honestly, I think it's in quotes somewhere. It says, our man doesn't need, any type of breaks. He does 90-minute speeches nonstop all the time. So it was kind of like a back and forth, a request and a reject, and a request and a reject. But it's supposed to be very interesting.
You know what I'm thinking is, you all think that it's just like promotional hype when they do stuff like that? Is it like UFC fights and boxing?
Like they hype it up. Yes,
yeah, they start.
of course.
Mayweather's camp is telling so and so's camp, and and it just like hypes up, that makes people like want to see the show even more.
Es puro show.
Es
puro pinche show.
Trump is part of the the entertainment industry. And he's been part of wrestling and he's been part of boxing, so he knows what the hype is.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the ratings too. I mean, what channel is it on?
I think it's on every channel, Dad. Not Dad, it's on every channel.
Everything?
Yeah.
This is specifically somewhere?
It's what do you call it? KL or something.
¿El de San Antonio o qué? Sí.
It's a public television.
Órale. Yeah, but it's even online. It's streaming online as well. So everybody's going to me, it seemed like I got on Facebook and everybody was like, I got my popcorn ready. They're having like debate parties.
Like a viewing party.
Hey, dude, it's like a freaking pay-per-view, man. One of these days they're going to be pay-per-views, So it's interesting. I don't know what's going on with it right now.
They're going to have like commercials during the debate or something. It's going to be like the Super Bowl commercials.
I think it's uninterrupted, right?
Yeah,
soon
enough.
Yes, true.
Well, not if they give Biden those 30-minute breaks. I mean, they'll have enough to put in some commercials.
Did they approve of those breaks?
I have no idea. I'm not watching it. A lot of stuff was last minute. I know I had seen a picture of Biden on social media, and they would they closed up to the ear, and it looked like he had one of those what the musicians used to play, where they look the color of the skin, and it they're kind of almost invisible.
So people basically could tell them backstage how to answer the questions. What they're saying, right?
But I was thinking to myself, I think that would mess Biden up even more to be having to focus on his opponent and having to focus on the moderator, and then have somebody telling him stuff in
Right,
the
it
ear.
does-
I would get mixed
Yeah,
up.
I just looked this up, and it does say, I'm going to show it. It says Joe Biden's handlers several days ago agreed to pre-debate inspection for electronic earpieces, but today abruptly reversed themselves and declined.
Yeah.
So I guess they had originally said yes, but then now they said no. And towards the
Balhay,
bottom,
balhay.
it says
Balhay.
over the last several weeks, sources told the news company that they had also requested those breaks that we were talking about, one every 30 minutes to break up the 90-minute commercial-free program. But again, they said no.
I would imagine they would want to capitalize on the hype of it. I mean, if they have
sure.
if they have 50 million viewers tonight, can you imagine how much they would be able to sell a commercial for?
Yeah.
Exactly. Just,
I mean,
it'd be like the Super Bowl commercial.
Huge.
Pay all
That's
this
so
money.
true.
Huge. And they might even, and I would imagine that they would even make commercials, like, because a lot of times we watch the Super Bowl just for the commercials.
You see,
Right.
but I don't know. Could somebody else carry the show like Trump?
Well,
You know, because what if it's Biden versus somebody else? Nobody's gonna watch that crap to begin with.
you never know.
I mean,
That's
that's
true.
that's what I think. You
Yeah.
know, people are watching tonight. They don't care about politics. They just want to see Trump.
It's entertainment.
They just want to
It's
get
the
entertained.
entertainment
and then that
value.
way they can go to social media and talk shit on social media or say something or on Twitter.
Yeah.
That
you
is
know,
so true.
It
That's
is.
I mean, to me, that's how I look at it.
The entertainment value of what's
Yeah.
our political process here in the United States of America has evolved into creating some entertainment value.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that a lot of these networks would want to bank on this, like, once in a lifetime type of thing, right? But there have been other debates that have garnered a lot of publicity and ratings as well when Obama was president as well. So
Yeah, and I think it's really important for the simple fact of ratings, because of the mainstream media now being tarnished the way it has been because
the news media, the mainstream news media.
Yeah, the news media. And so I think, like you're saying, banking on this is really, it's actually advantageous for them because then everyone's going to be watching their network. So
I'd be selling pirated T-shirts outside in the parking lot.
me too. What are you talking about? We have them for sale. Cash App, huh?
The war to settle the score, ladies and gentlemen. The war to settle. They have the T-shirts right here. $10.
But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And so it's this is the first of a series, right? Leading up to the
There's
the
more?
elections. Yes, I think there's 3 in total.
Yeah,
if
there's
I'm
gonna
not
be 3.
mistaken. So this is the start. So we'll see how it goes. And good luck to both of them.
Well, they're saying that today will pretty much kind of evaluate who's
Gauge.
going to be leading by the rest of the way. So
Yeah.
I have no idea. We're not watching it. We're here. If you're watching it, and you,
It's just like sports. It's like today's game 1 of the series.
Yes,
yeah. Daniel Hernandez says he doesn't care for politics. He thinks it's boring. It is, in a way, it is. I mean, not many of us, and that's something that the process that's going on right now, and the way it is nowadays. The good thing about it is it's bringing in a lot of people that wouldn't regularly tune into politics. People are starting to pay attention, know,
good, yeah.
and they're starting to debate. I mean, when you go on social media, all you see are people debating all day long and debunking each other's fake memes and doing all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of engagement going on with the political process we have in this day and age, and I think the internet had a lot to do with it, and so did the current president and his opponent. I mean, it's
Well, there's gonna be a lot of fact check, or what do you call it?
Yes, fact checking.
Fact
Yes,
checking.
you're
A
right.
lot of that tomorrow.
but man, I don't even.
Maybe even tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not even sure too much about the fact checkers too. I mean, it's kind of, the mainstream news media has made everybody kind of cynical. Like you don't believe anything anymore.
That's true.
And everything you see, you second guess, and we've become a skeptical generation.
That's
Because we see something, and is it real or is it not real? Even video can be manipulated. Even there's this thing going on where they're called real I forgot what it's called, but they can actually put like somebody's image on video and move their mouth, and they'll and then there's software that can emulate the voice, and they can make that person say anything on television, and it looks like deep fakes. They're called. Look up deep fakes, Fish, on your.
I like Janie's idea. She says make a shirt that says "Stop the yapping and watch PVT instead."
Yes, Janie. Woo! Those are our friends from Conroe, Texas.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mark Anthony says the elections would be better if it was set up, if it was different type of ECW matches.
Right?
The
Mark
barbed
Anthony.
wire match tonight.
And then you have a Joey Styles, right?
Yeah.
That was his name.
Tonight it's the flaming ring.
Special guest star walking in with President Trump. Kimono wanna lay.
Yeah.
You remember
Oh
Kimono
my
wanna lay?
goodness.
Yeah, no, man, it's crazy.
What was that thing called again? Sorry. Right.
Oh, it's called deep fakes.
Deep fake.
And their videos, I mean, there's software,
It's software based.
where you can manipulate, like, say dad, right? Say somebody gets the video, and then they grab dad's, certain little piece where he's talking, and they'll be able to put their mouth
yeah.
on dad and talk.
Synthetic media.
What is it called?
Synthetic media, like that's what they call it.
Don't
Okay.
put words in my mouth.
Yeah, that's what they'll do. That's what synthetic media. Synthetic means it's
They put
it's
words in
fake.
my mouth.
So I was thinking the other day, how long will it be till we have an artificial intelligence president? That we won't know about. They'll get up on the podium
Like a
and-
robot?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Not in our lifetime. I
Well,
don't think.
Yeah, I don't think in our lifetime.
as fast as technology is going right now, I mean, Buttigieg could have easily been one. I mean, I
don't think all of those tech oligarchs and all those millionaires and billionaires will allow that to happen.
Yeah, they won't let a robot.
Because right.
if they don't know it's happening, how can they not allow it to
Well,
happen?
I don't know, but
Have you ever seen the movie Ex Machina?
yes.
It's about a robot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a female robot.
Creepy. Have you
And the
seen it?
guy that created the robot is the guy that created like a Google,
Yeah.
like a search engine, and he's like in the middle of a house in the middle of the wilderness in Alaska, in some little badass place, and he's been creating this artificial intelligence woman, and so one of the employees from all over the nation that works in the company, they pick him and they bring him in, and he thinks that he won a contest to go and hang out with the guy that started it all, that created it, and he's actually brought in to test him with the artificial intelligence woman, and she ends up manipulating him
Big time.
into letting her out.
Then I would have to call Jason Bourne in so he could figure out everything.
Yeah, it's a really crazy movie. It's really
They
interesting.
said that Pete Garza 1218 said Deepface was done since 1999.
Yeah, so but the obviously the process and the software has gotten way better. I mean, to a point where there might be things coming out during elections to smear the opposite candidate or the opposing candidate
Yeah.
that isn't true, and they can even manipulate voice. They have this software where I can talk into it and I can just make it sound like anybody else.
Yes. That's
And-
kind of scary.
And when they release these, we have a phone call recording conversation.
Like for
You-
the purposes of
of discrediting somebody or smearing somebody, you won't really know if it's really them or not.
That's scary.
Because they're able to manipulate. I mean, there's people that emulate voices like Rich Little. Remember Rich Little, Dad?
Yeah.
That guy used to impersonate all these
See
people.
what's going to happen in the future? They're going to ask the president, "What are we going to do about the military in the Middle East?" The president is going to say, "Well, let me see. Let me Google it." And he's going to Google it.
Google's gonna run the world.
Hey, Dad.
Google is going to
I think it already does, right?
Yeah, it
Somewhere.
does.
Hey, Dad.
That's what I think.
Hey,
You're
Dad.
right.
Google it.
But if the president is a Hispanic, he'll say, déjame googlearlo, carnal.
Oh my goodness.
Va a decir, déjame recularlo.
Oh my goodness.
No va a ver,
I was
pasa.
thinking that Mario, like the movie Scream with the voice.
Oh yeah, like hello Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a voice. It's a voice changer, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hello."
But I mean, this is like for a stupid scary movie. But I don't know why I thought of that too, Mario. Like I was gonna say it, I just didn't. I didn't say it. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Well, the debates are happening now, right? So good luck to both teams.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. We'll probably watch it after we get off. But if any of you are watching it, give us some info on the chat zone and let us know what's going on. All right.
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for Ron's. It's the first time practically, right? We did it once.
We're rehearsing it
Yeah.
all night.
Ya me estoy haciendo dueño de este pedo. Yo no chingao. Ron's Sports Report. That's what it is. All
The
right.
Ron Sports Report.
Yeah. And he's gonna do some NFL. So let me get
Yeah,
the
real quick, man.
let me get the proper music, okay? And that way, let's see.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
music makes me feel like. There we go. That's better.
Oh, watch out. Hey.
Let me go get my Sacco and I'm like breathing smoke right now because it's so cold.
It was a cold winter night in Lambeau Field when the Dallas Cowboys came in to beat the Green Bay Packers. I know a lot of them are there saying, "Te lo cico, Rag." All right, Rob, what's got, man? What you got, bro?
All right, man. Well, let's start it off. The Ron Sports Report. We'll get to it really quick. We'll jump straight into it. We'll do. It was week 3 of NFL. Cowboys and the Seahawks.
Yay.
Damn it.
Ridiculous.
Damn it. Why do they always do it to us, people? Why? Why do they make us watch
It was rigged.
for 40? What?
It was rigged.
Yeah, they make us watch to the fourth quarter, to the very end. You think the Cowboys are going to beat the Seahawks in Seattle, and what happens? They let us down time after time. Solid game, though. The Cowboys obviously lost the game. Their record goes to 1-2. The Seahawks stay undefeated, go 3-0. Prescott threw 57 times. 57 times for 472 yards.
Wow.
With 3 touchdown passes, but he did have that crucial interception late in the game. Zeke only rushed, had 14 for 34 yards and a touchdown. Michael Gallup had 130 yards with a TD. On the flip side, Russell Wilson, MVP caliber stats, man. He was 27 for 40, 315 yards, 5 touchdowns. He threw 5 touchdowns against the Cowboys. And that goes to show how weak our defense is right now.
Yeah.
Well, more specifically our secondary. I mean, because the good thing about it was that everybody was saying the Cowboys aren't getting sacks, no pressure on the quarterback. And what happened, Dad? They had about 5 sacks. 3 of them came from Alden Smith.
Yeah.
The crazy thing was he hadn't played football. He hadn't. We get a guy off the street to come in and sack Russell Wilson 3 times.
He did great.
Yeah, and he's like an older cat.
That was like the spark in the defense that we were looking for.
Yeah.
I thought it was really going to lift up. But you got to admit, the secondary, is weak. But the play that Diggs did.
Oh yeah. Well, he's the rookie from Alabama that they got this year in the draft. He's been getting beat time and time, but it's hit or miss with him. He made that incredible play.
I know, dude.
It was like a Leon Lett. Remember Leon Lett?
Yeah. When he was running, it was on Thanksgiving, and it was against Miami, and he was running into the end zone, and they hit the ball out.
The Bills. I think it was against the Bills. Yeah. And he's running, and he put a big old lineman. He reaches out the ball, and the Buffalo Bills just come.
It was against the Bills because it was snow.
Yeah, because it was snowing. Yeah. So anyway, he pulled that off. But anyway, going back to the Seahawks, Metcalf, DK had a touchdown, 120 yards. And Lockett, one receiver for the Seahawks, Dad, scored 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys, man. He had an incredible fantasy day.
And then the not just the secondary, but special teams, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
Great
struggling
point.
so much.
Great point.
They had a kick, an extra point blocked. They missed a field goal, and then the kickoff returner, he drops it in the 1 yard line, goal line, and he gets lost, and people were slipping in the end zone. Something was going on in the end zone.
The crazy thing is that the Cowboys were still winning. They were still winning late in the fourth quarter. So you have, the kicker missing field goals. You have, Dak playing okay, not great. The secondary is terrible, but they give us the chance, Dad. Why do they do that to us? Why do they do that to us? So anyway,
Oh, you're dead.
To show
it hurt, man.
to
It
show
hurt.
our nails. That's what they do.
Yeah,
To
we
show
don't
our
have
nails.
any more nails. We ain't got any more hair. Están saliendo todas las canas con los pinche Cowboys.
Yeah.
But anyway, next Sunday we play Cleveland, the Browns.
Oh,
We play the Browns.
They
man.
won yesterday.
They did.
and they beat a good team too.
Yeah, 12 o'clock next Sunday we play the Browns. We're 1-2, so I mean we have to win to go to 500. You know, 500 on the season.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is that an article came out today and it says, I don't know if you saw it, but it was trending everywhere. It says Jerry Jones says that Romo and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah.
You saw that, right?
I
Would have
saw
done a better job or something like that compared to Dak Prescott's performance at the end of the game. But if you look at the play, people, he gets out of the sack. Some guy grabbed him by the shoulder. He was almost going to sack him. He kept the play alive. And it was 3rd and 16 with like 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
So he gave his team a chance to win. You never know. He throws the ball in the end zone. A penalty happens.
Yeah.
And then we get the ball at the 1. And then everybody's like, oh my God, Prescott's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you see that play? Did you see that play?
Yeah.
But because he didn't complete it, then everybody's, upset and saying that Dak sucks and all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so anyway.
Ni modo.
we lose
A ver
at the
qué.
end. Another, you betters out there, the game ended 38-31. So Cowboys lost by 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The spread was 5.5 to 6, depending. So if you bet $100 that the Cowboys can lose the game, but by 6 points or less, then you pretty much win.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Seahawks score a touchdown, right? And it's 31-36.
And there it was.
And there it was. The Cowboys are losing less than
Yeah.
6. So what do the Seahawks decide to do? Go for the two-point
Two-point conversion.
conversion. that never really gets hit, right? That's like a wah wah wah.
Hey.
So the Cowboys end up losing by 7 points. So whoever had them to lose by 6 or more loses.
Damn.
Loses, man. So
We're
they
gonna
call.
put stickers on those buttons.
Where is it? Oh, no.
He,
There it is. Okay, finally. After I hit all of them, it's the last one.
yeah, I think your Tetera Tuesday went a little too hard.
Yeah.
on you, man.
Let me hit it again just to be on the same side.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's freaking me out is like there was a point where it was like Dallas would have been 10-9, right? It would have been 0-9 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they missed the extra point. So it
First
was
quarter, baby, 9-9 right
9-9.
here.
You were 9-9,
Yeah,
bro.
I get it, yeah.
Yes, todo.
Well, actually, it was the +5, but it was cool because it was right and wrong. Revés, correcto.
That is true.
Yeah. So
Backwards
you win
and
twice.
forwards.
Backwards and forwards, man. +5, but hey, I'll take it.
El 9-9 casi nunca sale, ¿verdad?
No.
Who else we got? What's next? What's next?
All
on
right, we
Sports?
got
I think
the Houston Texans,
the
though.
Texans, right? The Texans, yeah.
Let's see how they did, man.
Texans. Okay, who we got next? Nobody wants to talk about the Texans right now. They're trash, people.
No,
They're trash.
bro.
They're 0-3. They're 0-3. If you're a Texans fan right now, I mean, what? I mean, for the Texans fans in the chat, well, I mean, what do you? What can you say? Tell me. What can you say?
Dude, they look a little like they were getting. I mean, they look good, man. I don't know why they lost, bro, but they were getting some yardage. They were having some consistency. The quarterback's not doing too bad, bro.
I mean, that's pretty much what a Texans fan sounds like right now because there's nothing else. There's nothing else that you can say. So going into it, Texans versus the Steelers. The Texans came in at 0-2. The Steelers came in at 2-0. So you have an undefeated team. The score was I don't have the score, actually. I don't know why, but anyway, Deshaun Watson threw for 1927 for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns. David Johnson scored a touchdown. Randall Cobb, the ex-Dallas Cowboy, scored a touchdown for the Texans. They were actually up early. They were up 7-3 on that Randall Cobb touchdown. So you're right. You're right. It was 21-28. So I mean, maybe it was a closer game.
Randall
maybe
Cobb
it was a
did
closer-
great.
He did. Well, he
it
scored the
looked-
first touchdown.
They
Yeah.
had some promising
drives.
and they look good. And watching, I mean, I think they just need to get a lot of people are demanding that the coach Brian gets kicked out or
Yeah.
gets fired. They've been wanting him out of there. But I don't know. What is your take on that, man?
Well, you see, the thing about the Texans coach Bill O'Brien is that he's not only the coach, he made himself the GM too. So if it's like Jerry Jones. He's already the owner, the general manager, and then you want him there on the sideline kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so who's gonna be held accountable? If
I
your
hate
head coach
that.
is the GM.
Yeah.
So on the other side, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers, they go to 3-0. They're undefeated, and they're a quiet team in the AFC right now. Everybody's talking about the Ravens, the Chiefs. Nobody's really talking about the Steelers, and they're 3-0. So all you Steelers fans out there, they're undefeated.
How many years has Roethlisberger been there, man? It seems like he's been there forever, dude.
I want to say he came in the draft. Somebody in the chat can correct me or if I'm wrong. I don't know. He came in the draft with like Philip Rivers, and I want to say Eli. So I'm thinking, man, I want to say 09, maybe something 07, 08. So he's been in the league a long time, but he went 23 for 36, 237 yards.
He's been with the Steelers since 2004.
Wow.
2004.
2004.
That's 16 years, dude.
16 years. Another Peyton Manning type of
wow.
You know,
And they only
guy,
the score was 21-28.
Yeah, I mean
They lost by
dude. I mean,
one touchdown.
yeah, but
basically.
it's just when you watch a football team play, you say, "Oh wow, they're good," but they're just not there yet. Or like the Cowboys, they have all this talent, but they just can't put a game together and win. When you look at the Texans, it's like there's not a lot of talent there. They let their best wide receiver go. Watson is just they're comparing him to Mahomes.
But they got Cobb now.
But Cobb's Cobb's an older guy already. Remember, he was with the Packers for a long time.
Yeah.
And then he came to the Cowboys, and now he's with the Texans. So he's already kind of in that journeyman kind of, career. So the Steelers running back Connor had a TD, and Eric Ebron had a TD. So, again, it's just another story for the Texans. You come out early at Pittsburgh, you think you're doing well, and Pittsburgh pulls away with the win. And right now, the Texans are at the bottom of the AFC. They got 0 wins, and Steelers are 3-0. So next, the Texans have the Vikings at 12 next week. So for all you
Damn.
Texans
And the
fans,
Vikings are struggling too.
the Vikings are 0-3. I'm a Kirk Cousins hater. I'm a hater. I don't like the guy. He shouldn't have got paid what he got paid, and it shows because. I mean, the Vikings, too, they got rid of a receiver in Diggs. He got traded, and, I mean, they're not doing well, man.
Something else that I saw this weekend, Chicago Foles went in. And they pulled Trubisky out. They pulled Trubisky out, and, the Bears brought in Foles, man. I think, how did he do? I didn't even check, man.
They did. Nick Foles did good. They pulled Trubisky, which was... Oh, man, I know he was a first rounder. Could have been the second overall pick, I want to say. But, I mean, Nick Foles, what can you say about the guy? He was with Philadelphia.
And he won the Super Bowl.
And Wentz gets hurt, and you put him in, and you win the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You trade him to Jacksonville. He gets hurt in Jacksonville. And Minshew comes in, and you have the Minshew mania. And now he's with Chicago. Trubisky gets hurt, and now he's winning games for you, man.
Yeah.
So they won 27-23 against the Lions, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man, they also beat the it says here the Giants 17-13. Was that yesterday's game? It was
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. No, last week they played the
Sunday night 27. It was the
that's right.
They beat the Falcons 30-26. So
I'm laughing because I have a friend named Alex Galani. He's like, man,
he's a Falcons fan.
He's a Falcons till he dies, but then he also likes the Jaguars too,
Dude.
which is like super weird.
Dude.
So when we played them last week against the Falcons, all game he was like, yeah, and then boom. Took the Falcons out of here, baby.
So the Bears are looking good, man.
Yeah, so the Bears are looking good. And we're actually going to get to the Bears later, Dad, in my sleeper betting Vegas picks.
Orale.
We'll get to them.
All right, so that's the Texans. What else you got?
All right, so that kind of wraps it up with the NFL, kind of touch on the Texas teams. I got a little quick tidbit on MLB, which is baseball. The Texans are playing like crap, but you have the Houston Astros, and they won today 4-1. They beat the Twins. They play again tomorrow at 12, so it's an early game. It's at noon, but they won today 4-1. It was a really good game. It was 1-1 going into the ninth. The bases were loaded. Jose Altuve is on third, and the pitcher walks the batter. So Altuve comes in on a walk. What would they call it? Caballita or something like that. So anyway, so he comes in. The Astros go up 2-1, and they end up winning the game 4-1.
Wow.
So that's the story on you Astros fans right
And
there.
and where are we in the baseball?
We're actually already in the playoffs.
Oh, so is this the
First
World
round of
Series or no?
No.
It's the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just
It's
just
was
the
it
first
the
round of the
national
playoffs.
championships
No,
or?
well, everybody right now, the American League and the National League, everybody's
Okay, because they're
playing
usually
their
like
first round,
the
right?
divisional,
Yeah.
and then you go into the
Right. Very first round, very first games today.
We had a question from Joey Garcia. He
Talk
said
to me, talk to
he
me.
wants your predictions on the World Series.
The World Series. Oh man, Joe, you know my Dodgers are going to be there for sure. Whoever they play doesn't matter because the Dodgers are going to win. So that's my prediction on the World Series.
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers. They're finally going to do it this year because they always get to the World Series and they blow it, man. They tank. But touching on the Dodgers, they play tomorrow at 9 p.m. on ESPN against the Brewers. So for all you Milwaukee, I know there was a fan here from Milwaukee. So the Milwaukee Brewers are playing the Dodgers tomorrow.
Big D says
who else we
Altuve
got?
was batting. I don't know.
Was he batting?
That's what he says.
Oh, okay. Well, then if he was batting, then they walked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before that, there was 2 outs, and the Twins made an error.
Mm-hmm.
So they should have been out of the inning, but
Also, Luis Guerra mentions the Titans test positive for COVID-19, 8 of them. So that's going to have some sort of issue going on into this weekend's games, right?
Yes, brother. From what I understand, they're not letting teams into their facilities until Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So they might not have time to prep for the game on
Yeah,
Sunday.
dude. I mean,
And what I heard is they might try to push it because you know how the very first Monday night game, Dad, or a Monday night football, I should say, they do 2.
mm-hmm.
So they might try to push it onto the Monday slate and kind of do 2 games on Monday Night Football since they can't play. But as far as the COVID goes, this is the very first outbreak or situation, whatever you want to call it, as far as NFL. So
Well, I saw it
hopefully
coming.
It doesn't shut it down, man.
Yeah, and the thing is it's going to affect the productivity and the competitiveness of certain teams if they're losing, weekly players to COVID that have to be in quarantine for, say 2 weeks or whatever.
Well, yeah, because 2 weeks is the minimum. So that's 2 games.
Yeah, so then the championship this year might have an asterisk next to it, because they're playing weaker teams due to the fact that they're compromised because of COVID. And so, I mean, I don't know, man. But anyway, it's, we hope this thing clears up real quick and we get this over with so we can be normal again.
Definitely. Man.
So what else you got there, mijo? Is that it?
Just a couple more things. NHL Stanley Cup last night was the actual final. Yeah. So for all you Texans or Texas fans, the Dallas Stars, they played against the Tampa Bay Lightning and they lost the Stanley Cup, Lord Stanley's Cup as they say. But it's fine. Hockey's really not much of a thing down here, but. That's a little quick touch on hockey.
What is the deal with that
puck.
that Stanley Cup? They get to take it everywhere and drink out of it, and they have it at parties, and
each
it's like
player
beat
takes
up
it
too,
home.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a beat up trophy.
You know what? I want to say when the Stars won it, man, Dimebag was still alive because there's
Pantera.
Yeah, because there's pictures of it, and I think Dimebag drops it or something like that. But what they do is they fill the cup with like beer or liquor, and each player from the team
gets
to take it home for like a week, I think, and they just party with it and take pictures with it and stuff. But it's funny little Pantera reference there for all you fans. But
rest in peace, Dimebag.
yeah, so the one more thing, NBA. I'm wearing this specific jersey right here because everybody says that LeBron sucks, but I don't care because wherever LeBron goes, I go, and I don't care. So that's why I'm wearing the land, which signifies Cleveland when he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I've been a fan, so he's game 1 is tomorrow against the Heat. It's going to be at 8 p.m. on ABC, and the Lakers are favored by 4.5 points. So
Speaking of LeBron James,
let's
he's
talk about him all night.
He's number what, 20?
23.
Yeah, and Michael Jordan was number 23, and Michael Jordan has been in the news lately because he has bought a NASCAR team.
Yeah, and the driver is say it.
Bubba
Wallace.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Noose.
I didn't know that. I just But it's pretty interesting. He's really bringing NASCAR to a whole other, a whole other base, to see if they can, tune into it and check it out. I've never really been a big NASCAR viewer. I can watch the cars go around for a couple of, of 30 minutes maybe, but I would like to go to one in person. I hear that they're a lot of fun.
Man, those cars go over
and they're loud, dude, loud.
Yeah, I have this friend of mine from Mission. He goes and he's posted snaps and it looks like fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When he would go, because I don't know about now because of COVID and all that, but it looked like a lot of fun. It's a bunch of people, a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I just don't like talking about LeBron because everybody's always like, they start bringing up Michael Jordan from like 1986, 1987. I'm like, bro, you're not even born. The other day I was on Facebook and I was talking to my friend Diego and he's like, no, pero Jordan que esto y que Jordan this. I was like, bro, they're like, how old? What year were you born? 1993. Okay, Jordan got drafted to the league in 87 or 88. Like, you were like 3 years old when Jordan was playing basketball. Like, how are you gonna?
Pues no hay peor. Dad sale con Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas, carnal. Johnny Unitas.
Yeah. So anyway, wrapping up. I know we're little quick hitting here on the sport. So Game 1 NBA tomorrow, Wednesday at 8 p.m. on ABC. And the last thing we're going to do is my picks with Cap and Ron. So let's throw those up there. And what this is for all you guys that like to bet. Man, I like to bet. It's a little vicio of mine that I really like to do. And I'm excited for this,
little vicio.
So, yeah, a little vicio. So we're talking about sports. I'm coming at you guys too. So the first bet that we have is the Heat and the Lakers tomorrow. The Heat are catching 4.5 points. Catching means that they can lose by 4 or less and you win. Yes, I'm going against my Lakers a little bit. Reason being, Game 1 against the Blazers, Lakers lost. Game 1 against the Rockets, the Lakers lost. Game 1 against the Nuggets, they won, but, that's fine. So, Miami, Game 1, they upset the, who they play? I don't know. Game 1, they won. Game 1 against the Bucks, they won. Game 1 against Boston, they won. So, if you're going to bet, you bet Miami plus 4.5 because the Lakers can still win, but not by more than 4. So that's my Lakers Heat NBA pick.
That's awesome.
The next one, Dallas Cowboys with Cleveland Browns. Cowboys are favored by 4.5 points. So the Cowboys have to win by 5 or more for you to win. Do you think the Cowboys win by 5 or more points, Dad?
I don't know, Dad. What do you think?
Yeah, if they keep Prescott at home, they probably will.
Okay.
You guys on the chat, do you think the Cowboys win by more than 5? Let us know.
I think so.
I think so because I don't like the Browns. You think about Baker Mayfield, their quarterback, right? He's hit or miss. He's not. You can't count on him. So I think he's gonna screw it up late. The Cowboys might hit a late field goal to cover. They might hit a touchdown, or they might just be up all game. I think they're tired of it. I think they're tired of losing and everybody talking crap, and they're gonna out to prove a point against the Browns. And again, you can't count on the Browns and Baker Mayfield. So that's the reason for my pick. The last one, touching back on your Chicago little segment there, Dad. I like this. I like Chicago plus 2.5. And guess who they're playing? Gilbert Segura's Indianapolis Colts, baby. So the Colts are 2-1. And the Bears have a losing record. But going back to what you were saying about Nick Foles, I think they have this momentum with the new quarterback. I think they're going to want to play for him. I think now maybe they think that they have a chance.
No, but the Bears have a winning record.
I know the Colts are 2-1.
Yeah, but the Bears are what? They won.
So can somebody let us know? I want to say the Bears are.
Yeah, I just checked it out. They're 3-0.
The Bears are 3-0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shoot, what even better, man? I could have sworn there, unless I was capping another game.
You guys
there.
talking about the Bet News Bears or what?
Yeah, we just talked. They beat the Falcons 30-26. They beat the Giants 17-13, and they beat the Lions 27-23.
Well, then that's even more of a reason right there.
So
you're taking a 3-0 team that's undefeated, and you want them to lose. They can lose by 2 or more against a team like
the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts.
Yeah,
and they're playing in Chicago.
The Colts.
That's the bet right there. That's the bet to take right here. Chicago plus 2.5, man. That's the Cap and Ron's pick of the week. So
Yeah, the Colts lost against the Jaguars, and they beat the Vikings, and they also beat the Jets. The Jets are weak, man. 36-7. They clobbered them. So they come off a really, really big win with a lot of points on the board. So they're going to go in there, and I think it's going to be quite a good battle, man. I think that's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I mean, the line's 2.5 when it's close like that. It's usually meant for a good game. And the last thing we're going to go over is the perro pick. So they call these it's called the perro pick because it's the dog pick. It's like the hueva, like, you know, the chanza, the gallo.
Yeah.
So I have the Dolphins playing the Seattle Seahawks at +6.5. So you think that Seattle's going to go in and destroy them, but I like the Dolphins' performance last week.
I don't know about that, bro.
I like the Dolphins' performance last week against the Jaguars. They're getting 6.5 points. You can buy the hook to 7, or if you're feeling a little frisky, you can take the Dolphins' money line and probably get about 3-1 on your money. So that's my perro pick for this week's NFL, and that'll conclude Ron's report on sports.
All right, I loved it. Hey,
Awesome.
but I don't know. Russell Wilson is on fire, dude, and you don't think he's gonna run all over Miami?
Right, but you don't think everybody else thinks that too? Hey, there's always time for regression, Dad. There's always time for regression. You can never count on an injury either.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, we'll see. And then next Tuesday, we'll see how his picks were.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah,
gonna
we'll do that.
screenshot
We'll do that.
that, and we're gonna
Oh, man.
and we're gonna
Yeah.